at the Southwest branch of the Seattle Public Library, and today I'm going to give you some tips for how you can make your own felt stories at home. What is a felt story, you may ask? A felt story, or a flannel story, is a story that is made out of felt and put on a felt board like this, and it can be anything from the retelling of a folk or fairy tale such as The Three Little Pigs, to a counting rhyme like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little unicorns, to a simple shapes concept where you've got your triangle, circle, oval, rectangle, square, or even a game like Mouse in the House, where you would say the rhyme maybe mouse in the house, mouse in the house, are you in the brown house? And that way your child gets to guess, they get to learn colors, and it's a fun little interactive game. Those are, of course, just a few examples of what a felt story can be. You can make up your own and do other concepts such as letters, numbers, or colors. So to make your own felt story at home, you probably want to start by making a felt board. So you'll notice this one that I made is out of a cardboard box for a box fan. And I have used masking tape to tape the fabric on. Very high tech. I fold it in half so that it can store easier. Another way, if you want to be able to put all of your felt pieces away in one spot, you could use something like a shoe box or a clean pizza box or anything with a hinged type lid. And in this part, you could put felt and you can store your pieces inside, and that way you could easily keep track of all the different pieces in one spot. You can buy felt online or at your local fabric store. They come in a couple of different varieties. So you can just buy the squares, and they come in color packs, so you can get multicolor packs, or you can get all of just one color. And they come in these 12 by 12 or 10 by 10 squares, and that is one way you can buy them. Or like I also mentioned, you can go to your local fabric store and get it in a yard of fabric as you would any other kind of fabric. And this is really handy for when you're making something like the background if you want a bigger piece. Other tools you might need: scissors, tacky glue, fabric paint. So we've got these 3D fabric paints. You can buy them also online, or you can buy them at your local fabric store. They come in all sorts of colors. I like to have a wide variety of colors and then buy multiples of the black and white because you'll use those a lot. And lastly, you'll need tape, something like regular Scotch tape, masking tape, or washi tape. And this I will show you in a second why. Okay, so now you're ready and you have an idea. Let's say you want to do numbers. So you can either handwrite out on a piece of paper the number that you want, or you can print this out from the computer if you want to have a more clean, streamlined thing going on. And then you're going to cut out just the number, but not around the lines just yet. Just cut down the paper here. And once you've got it all cut out, then you tape it to your felt like so, and then you take your scissors and you cut around the lines on the paper. And especially if you've printed something from online, it's amazing how nice it looks when it's all cut out. But just to show you what I've been doing here, I've got that so far. Okay, and then this is what it's going to look like. You take away the paper, and you've got your nice, clean cutout. And you can do whatever you like. Like I said, I did unicorns, I've made shapes, I've made rainbows. You can pretty much make whatever you want, and you can play these games. It's a great educational tool. Okay, well hopefully that demystified something that librarians do all the time and makes it easy for you to be able to do it at home so that you can have fun felt stories to play with your children. See you later.